Hey y'all, hey. How y'all doing today? I am Sonia Renee from Sassy Creations. Some of you guys know me from Sonia's Daily Devotion, but I'm also a crafter as well. So, my channel is a little bit of craft and a little bit of Jesus. A lot of Jesus. No, a little bit of crafting and a lot of Jesus. So I do a daily devotion and I also do crafting. So today I am coming to show you guys my finished product, which is a pair of Cass Technical High School custom crops. But I came on here to show you guys how I customize the boxes. I think it's very important to presentation is everything to me. So what I do is I pride myself in making sure that all of my custom items are in personalized boxes. So I'm going to show you how I do that and how I put the box together. So right now what you see is, first of all, I showed you guys the Crocs. This is a birthday gift for a young lady. I was referred by one of my customers, and I made those custom Crocs for her. Cass Technical High School is in Detroit, Michigan, for those of you who don't live in Detroit. This is the personalized label that is going to go on the pink box. These are the items I'm using. This is everything I need. This is a thank you card. This is a Croc Care card, which tells my customers the do's and don'ts and how to take care of their custom item. Now, I made this on Canva, and I also made the personalized label. What I did was I used a full sheet Avery. I will pin everything in the description. So I'm gonna let you know this is a full sheet glossy label by Avery, and the number is not on here, but I will pin it for you guys. So this is what I use. I design it and then I print it out. I put it in landscape instead of portrait. Portrait is this way, landscape is this way. So when I put it in there, I set my printer for landscape to make this. Okay, and I just designed it. I put my little logo, and I always put the person's name. Of course, I put my name. Follow me at Sassy Creations, and thank you. You can customize however you want to do it, and same with this. I made this in Canva, and then I figured out what size I wanted to use, and then that's what this is what the design I came up with. Okay. Okay, now this is bubble wrap. I got the bubble wrap from Amazon. I'll tell you the name of that. I use tissue, and this is the pink box that I will put together. So I just wanted to try something different, so I came up with this idea. I thought it would be something cute and different. I started crafting 3 years ago, and I just came up with the idea of, instead of putting them back in the crock bag, I make these custom boxes, because I think that presentation is everything, and I want to see the excitement on people's face. A lot of times people send me videos when their loved ones open up the the box. So when you see this pink box, you know that it is Sassy Creations. And then I add a ring pop. As everybody knows, the ring pop is the shape of a rhinestone. So yes, pun intended. That is the reason I put this little treat in there, because I wanted to give them just a little treat, a little thank you. And believe it or not, a lot of people be like, "Oh, a ring pop," as soon as they open it up, because they don't really expect any little treat. But yeah, I thought it was just a cute little touch. So now I'm going to show you guys how I put my box together, and we're going to put everything together so you can see exactly how I do it. So first and foremost, I always look over my Crocs to make sure there's nothing on them, no lint, no dust, no residue. I always clean them off ahead of time, but I always want to make sure that, that everything is clean and in order. So I'm going to put that over to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this box together. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I hope y'all can see this. Okay, as you can see right now, I'm just assembling the box. I muted it so you wouldn't have to hear all that noise and all that ruckus. But it's pretty simple to assemble. It's pretty easy. Okay, so now I am going to wrap each shoe in the bubble wrap. And I use the bubble wrap for protection because I don't want the stones, while they're in the box, I don't want the stones to, rub against each other. So I usually pack my Crocs in there, but these are the slides, and I am going to see if I should lay them on the side or the front, or, on the bottom or on the side. It just depends on what size the Croc is, whether I'll put them on the side or the bottom. And then I put the tissue in. I just put the tissue in. It's just another added touch. I really don't have to, but like I explained to you before, presentation is just everything to me, and I just like stuff to be a certain way. So once I put the tissue in, then I will add the customer care card, which is the card I told you about that explains how you take care of your custom Crocs. And then I will put the ring pop in. Well, I put the ring pop in, and then, but as you can see, I'm checking. I'm checking to see if the box is gonna close or if I need to switch it around. Which way? I'm trying to figure out which way I want to put it. If I want to put it, if I want to put the slides on the back or on the bottom, or if I want to put them on the top. But once again, I'm just adding the customer care cards and the Crocs, and then I'm going to close the box and put the labels on. And lo and behold, look, I decided that I want to switch it around. So we're going to do the old switcheroo and see which is the most comfortable fit. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if I want to lay them on the side or lay them on the bottom. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want the top of the box to smash the shoe. So whichever one I think is the safest without crushing the shoe, which is not going to crush it because the rhinestones are hard, but still, I don't want the top of the box to be on top of the shoe. Just another part of the packing process. And usually I don't have an issue with any of the shoes fitting, as long as this box holds up to a size 10. If you wear a size 11, I will have to put the Crocs in a different bag or box. I have to get a larger box. But this size box is only up to a size 10. And these actually are a size 10. So they fit in there perfectly. But like I said, I just want to make sure that there's enough room and they're comfortable, and I don't want any issues with the shoes touching or the stones rubbing together. So as you can see, I had to do it over again, which is not a problem. I'm just packing everything up, and then once I pack everything up, I'm gonna show you guys how I place the label. Now, when I first started doing those labels, I definitely had some issues because I've messed up a couple of boxes because I'm so anal about my stuff. I want everything to be perfect. So if it's a little bit crooked, but I learned quickly that sometimes just a little bit of crooked or a little bit is not that bad as long as, everything looks okay. But this label, this is a new pack. And actually, I was looking for, usually a line in the middle that goes straight down the middle, and then I bend it. It's perforated already. But this was a new pack of labels, and this was my first time using it. And I noticed that it was in the corner. And it was in the corner that I don't usually start. I usually start on the right and go from right to left. So this kind of threw me for a loop, but I kept it moving. I said, let me just go ahead and try this. Now, I usually start from the other corner, so this was my first time using this label, but I'm going to be mindful next time that of how these are made. So, y'all, I was so nervous because I have never started on, you know how we're a creature of habits? I always start on the other corner. And so you have to be very, very careful. You have to kind of peel back and smooth, and I actually pulled a little bit too much back, but I worked it out. But it's no puckers or no bubbles, but I did notice that it was just a tad bit crooked. And you will see me get the scissors and try to cut the little piece off. But yeah, it was a little bit crooked. And like my daughter tells me, she said, "Mom, some stuff they not even gonna notice." But I know, and I notice, and it's just me. That's just the perfectionist in me. So I ended up cutting a little bit of the excess off and just kind of folded that over because I was not going to pull that label off and waste another box. So it was just a very little bit crooked. But other than that, this is how I make my customized boxes. Whatever the occasion may be, it might be a birthday or anniversary or just a just because gift. But I always put the person's name on there. And then I'm so extra because I'm always smoothing it to make sure that there's no type of air bubbles or anything in it. But I'll look for different clip art depending on what the occasion is and put it on there. But here is my finished pink box. And I hope you liked the tutorial of how I do it. I will put in the description area, I will put everything that I used, where I got the box from, where I got the label from, and the bubble wrap and everything. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Oh yeah, and don't forget, I do have a daily devotion that I post every day. So if you want to, you can come back and watch that as well. Okay, take care, you guys. Happy crafting. Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm back again. I just wanted to show you guys a couple of the boxes, the personalized boxes that I have made over the years. Like I said, I have been doing this for like a little over 3 years. And these are just a few of the boxes that I have made over the years. So yeah, I think it's a cute little added touch to your crafting. Okay, Talk to you guys later. God bless.